Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Alantimoteov, someone Jackson the third. And I swear guys, it's getting really tiresome now. Because you guys are constantly calling me the first and the second.
And clearly he's not. He's the third.
No,
Don't forget the third.
Because the other day I was at the Cracker Barrel and some guy bought some big old plate of freaking onion rings and they're like, Alantimoteov the first. And I was like, excuse me?
No, wait. But when did you go there without me?
That's neither here nor there, honey. Anyways, guys, I thought fresh month, harder work ethic, so I thought let's just kick back. We asked you guys on Instagram to ask us any juicy questions, and all questions were off the table or on the table. I don't know how that quote goes, bitch. It's something.
You know what we mean.
You guys could wear. Bitches on. We're gonna be answering your questions while having a little spa moment, baby, because June definitely kicked her ass, and that's hard to say because I don't got no ass, bitch. It's all back.
Literally. I'm just kidding, babe.
You mind if I talk to you off camera really quick? And stick around, guys, because tell them what's gonna happen at the end of the video.
We're gonna do a giveaway. Woo! I'm giving away extra meat, extra pounds.
You're all kind of silly, yeah? Follow us on Instagram so you guys know whenever we do giveaways that we can ask us questions and just kind of keep in touch with us. So definitely follow us on our Instagrams. But yeah, without further ado, let's jump into the video. All right, first let's put our protection on, honey. Bend over, girl. Pride month ain't over. First, we're gonna start off with an oil clip.
Sorry, I just need to wet my face.
All right, so we're gonna start off with an oil cleanser. So let's get into the first question while we oil cleanse.
How much of this do you use normally?
I use just like a globlet of it.
Oh, a globlet? Okay. I see. Not a measure, but okay.
I have a little baking spoon. I pull it out.
Right.
I just want to do a key.
Ooh, they want us to start fighting over here. Okay, so I can start that. I'll start with least favorite. Least favorite thing is...
Damn, you're like...
Least favorite thing is about Alan is that he has cups galore. The great thing about him is that he loves to cook for us, so I love that.
By cups galore, he means I got the knocker. No, I'm kind of like the science girl. I leave cups everywhere, girl. And my least favorite thing about Reuben is I say this so many times, is that he always leaves his, like, you just like bundle up your 20s and you just like, you'll leave them on the sink or you'll leave them like right there on the floor. And it looks like you just like take off your underwear, bundle it up and just leave it right there. Like,
cagados.
I'm all like, it was all stiff. Yeah. Literally, the laundry room is right there.
Okay, let me tell you.
I'm sorry, you had your time.
No, okay, let me just, real quick. Okay. I'm gonna explain myself after this.
My favorite thing about Reuben.
That's it.
No, I have something in here.
Yeah.
No, my favorite thing about Reuben, and he's the nicest person that anybody would ever meet. Like, he is like your #1 supporter, and then when you talk to him, like, it's like he's listening to you and he's so involved in your conversation. He's like my biggest fan, literally. You guys can pick him up at Home Depot. So what point did we go through each other's phones? I never go through Reuben's phone. I can give two shits about who he's texting and any of that stuff.
No, but you did go through my phone in the beginning of our relationship.
I did? Why the hell would I go through your phone?
I went through his phone like maybe at the beginning of the stages too, but obviously now I don't.
The reason I would go through Reuben's phone because in the beginning you were a little sneaky. Like, he would not post me on any of his Instagram stories. He'll post. It's so crazy because he'll post my friends, but he wouldn't post me. He'll post like my arm or he'll post like my drinks, but he'll never post me. So you know what I started doing? I stopped posting him on my social media, and they're like, why don't you post me? And I was like, how does it feel, girl? Like I'm not ashamed of you. And then after that he was like, all right, because we're getting a little bit more serious. But that's the only reason why I went through your phone. I was like, what is he like talking to other guys after we like both deleted our Grindr app?
Literally we did.
So my first reaction was like, what the hell? Like, stuff like this doesn't happen to me. I was just in complete shock, and I think that was the first time Reuben ever like saw me like ball. I was just in complete shock, and I was like, I couldn't eat, I couldn't drink.
So obviously I proposed to Alon in hand in marriage, but I also got proposed to by somebody else. So a year after, we rented an Airbnb, and it was so cute because the Airbnb that we rented, it was like a little trailer. We had upgraded our rings, and so he literally proposed to me that 1 year, and my thoughts of it, we literally both started crying, even though it was not a joke, but it was like he was just playing. But all the sweet stuff that he told me at that moment in time when he was on his knee, like, made both of us cry, huh?
Yeah. Being gay in high school, it was tough. Just like certain things, and I talked about this on Adam's video, like being in certain situations where you don't feel comfortable, like as far as like being in like the boys' locker room and stuff like that. I used to change really fast just to get out of there because I was scared that, like, the way I dressed or what underwear I was wearing or simple stuff like that, like I was gonna get beat up for or anything like that. But it was certain things like that, like going to the boys' restroom, I'll make sure like no guys were in there just because like I didn't want to come into any like scenarios or conflicts where I felt like I was gonna put myself in danger. But it was definitely tough. The hurtful words that sometimes people would say about me. And I remember one time they had like a high school burn book and I was in there. Yeah, and they were calling
me that.
Yeah, I didn't really care about it because high school, like I have no high school friends anymore. They did a burn book, like virtual burn book, and I was on there and they said I was gay. What I love about our gay community, limp wrist community, is that even though we went through all of that, some of the strongest people are gay. And we are the kind of people that we're survivors and we didn't let what happened to us define the rest of our story.
I didn't come out in high school because I was obviously dating girls in high school and I didn't know. I guess I was trying to find myself as well. But I was in the same situation as you where like people will say that I was gay and I was like, no, like dude, I have a girlfriend, you know? Or like stuff like that. And now thinking back, it's like I kind of wish that I was gay in high school because I see people that are in high school now and they're thriving because now the gay community is stronger than it was when I was in high school, and people are themselves in high school now and people don't really mess with gay people anymore.
Nope.
Like they still kind of judge us and or whatever, but I feel like we have a strong community.
So it's definitely tough, and if you're going through that situation where you're in high school and you can't find yourself, you don't have to find yourself right then and there, but it does get better. I promise you, it gets so much better.
It will get better. Like it will definitely get better. Stay strong. Keep true to yourself. Believe in yourself, and that's all that should matter. Everything else, just like blow it away because it's gonna get better.
A lot of times people try to put this narrative in people's heads like this is the way you should act because they're so insecure about themselves that they need to be like, oh, let me bring this person down. They're over here living their true life. Let me bring them down and humble them. When you don't need to be humbled, don't let anybody ever dim your light, bitch. Like I said, the people who are judging you is most likely they're trying to bring you down to their level because they peaked and that's all they're gonna do, and you're gonna keep going to the sky's the limit, bitch. So keep going.
Hey, love that.
Ooh, that's a good ass question.
Yeah, you want to go first or want me to go first?
I can go first. So obviously, I knew that I really wanted to. I just knew that I kind of like. So yeah, that's my thoughts on that. I've been in this game since 2017, so I honestly knew that YouTube wasn't going to be my forever career. But it is a stepping stone on where I want to be. I definitely still want to be like in the entertainment business, whether that's interviewing people, having my own talk show, something like that, or even behind the scenes doing camera work, something of that sort. I just want to be in the entertainment business because I feel like that's my element. But I also feel like I'm not just a content creator. Like I feel like I have a very business mindset. I've always had the business mentality, whether it's launching my own merch, launching my own skincare. That is something that brings me a lot of passion, having multiple businesses. So I feel like that's where my career is gonna eventually shift to. But I feel like YouTube is not going anywhere anytime soon.
My career, my backup career is I obviously do real estate, so that is one of my careers as well. Real estate obviously goes up and down, just the same as any other career. But that will be one of them. I would like to have like a management, have our own brand, have, you know, stuff that we like, have multiple businesses in the real estate world as well. We definitely are wanting to invest in more homes, you know, getting income, rental income, stuff like that. So obviously things can change.
Exactly.
We can obviously go a separate way. We can not separate way, but we can go a different direction.
Divorce.
A different way.
I feel like Reuben and I, we've gone this far by not playing it safe. I feel like we're risk takers. I feel that anything that we set our mind to, we're gonna achieve. And literally, if you go back, I was just talking to my friend this morning about like, I never really take a step back to realize how far I've come, and our mentalities are unmatched and our work ethic is so unmatched because I feel like we work hard for everything that we have. Nothing is handed to us. All right, now we're gonna go with some toner, girl, because we need to tone down these conversations because it's gonna make me cry. I've always had the mentality that you have to forgive them. Whether or not they apologize to you or not, forgive them so you can close that chapter. I know it's hard and it's going to take a lot of work. Forgive them for your own sanity, because if you continue having this grudge against somebody, like every little thing, if their name is brought up, is going to trigger you. Little things, little songs, little sayings, anything like that kind of triggers you. You're never truly going to be healed. So you got to learn to forgive them. And what I started doing, which I don't know if this is healthy, I forgive people and I hold on to the memories that I did have with them. Because at one point, they were my friends. At one point, they were my family. So I hold on to the good memories that I've had with them, the good laughs that I share, because it wasn't all bitter. So I hold on to that, and I think that's what makes me forgive the person. So hold on to those memories that you just share with them, close that chapter, and understand that it's okay to forgive even though they didn't apologize to you.
Oh, I love that. You can forgive them, but you will never forget.
Period.
So obviously, if it's in a relationship kind of broken heart, obviously they're not going to be in your life any longer. So you can forgive them, like Alon said, close that chapter and move forward.
All right, next question as we apply our Snell Mucin, girl. Girl, I don't even know what Snell Mucin is. Is that Snell?
Honestly, sometimes we don't even know that we're in a toxic relationship. If anything could be toxic, you know, you just have to like know of yourself and realize, hey, I'm in a toxic relationship. I need to get out of it. A lot of people don't because of the kids, because of whatever. Like they just rather stay, and that's not healthy either. And this is just my opinion. I feel like getting out of it will be better than staying in it and seeing you hurt yourself even more and more and more and more.
Realizing when you're in a toxic relationship is the first step. Yeah. And understand that know your worth, bitch. Like honestly, like just because somebody was good to you does not mean that they're good for you. Talked about this like on bedheads before, but I feel like this goes hand in hand. A lot of people hold things over your head. So say like I broke my leg and Reuben took care of me. Over the years he keeps bringing it up. Hey, remember when I took care of your leg? Don't treat me like that because I was there when I took care of your leg. And you feel like, oh, they were there for me because they took care of me, and they keep bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up and bringing it up. That's a person who doesn't do anything out of a genuine heart. That's a person with alternative motives. It's okay to walk away from a toxic relationship like that because thank you for helping me when I broke my leg at Cracker Barrel, but but I need to move on. Like you were there for me at a time that I needed you, but I don't need you holding this over my head. Walk away from it, girl.
Ooh.
Bitch, me with my douche water.
My motivation is, you know, obviously you're my motivation. You know,
Aww.
what we have, our happiness, where we're going, what we're doing, that keeps me motivated every single day, you know? But that's that. What's your motivation?
My motivation is myself, becoming a better version of, that came out so conceited. Because if I don't show up for myself, then that kind of like avalanches into like me not showing up for us. Be the best version I could possibly be for myself and for Reuben, for our house, for our little family that we have. So that's what keeps me motivated every single day. And I've worked hard to get where I am today, bitch. And I did not come this far just to come this far. So I look at all the little blessings that God has definitely provided for us, all the doors that he's opened, all the doors that he closes, and that motivates me.
Yes, I feel like we are at our best now. We met at a time where we were just leaving our relationships, and they were obviously like, I don't know if they were toxic or not, and we were trying to find ourselves, and we were bumping because we both wanted to do so much stuff for each other, and we were just bumping heads. But now I feel like we have a communication, we have a connection, we have everything that we literally want in each other, and we have it now because we worked so hard to get it. So if I was to meet you today, I feel like this would be the most amazing person, and I will remarry you again.
Oh,
like the first day I meet you, like that. I think the beginning of our relationship, like I was just saying, we definitely got out of relationships that we would do so much for our partners, that going into our relationship, we both wanted to like overcome each other and kind of like, well, let me do this for you, let me do this for you, let me do this, let me buy you this, and we needed to like accept like, oh, let me take you to dinner, okay, then let me pay for it, and then vice versa. Like you wanted to take me to dinner, and I was like, no, I wouldn't let you, and we would just get into like, oh, like let me just do this for you, you know? Yeah. We both clashed because we both wanted to be dominant.
Yeah. I don't want this to come off wrong, but I think we were love bombing each other a lot. The beginning it was a little bit toxic, so definitely when we learned about each other and learned better communication skills, like hey, like you don't always have to like, you know,
do that for me.
Like you can put your hair down, girl. Like yeah, I got literally. You, and then you'll be like, you could put your hair down, girl. Take your bra off. Like once we learned better communication skills, I think that's when our relationship flourished. And it definitely took years. Like even today, we still struggle, but I think that is one of our healthiest traits is that we have good communication skills. Like even literally before we started this video, I broke down because I was kind of like being snappy with Reuben, but it wasn't anything that he was doing. It's that I had a lot on my mind, and he set me down and he was like, okay, talk to me. And then I broke down, and it had nothing to do with him, and I felt I was apologizing because I was telling him I feel like I took it out on the wrong person. So stuff like that where it feels like we can pick up on each other's cues. We're not mind readers, but we could pick up on each other's emotional cues where it's like, hey, I want this to be a bad moment, not a bad day.
Exactly. We're strong at communicating, but we're still like, we still have trouble. Like,
exactly.
We're not perfect. We're human.
Because it's nothing like events, brand deals. It's nothing like that. I think the biggest highlights of my career is building a community that accepts me for who I am. That you guys literally, like, you guys really fuck with us, like, for who we are, just our personality. And I feel like I built that because I stood true to myself. So I think that's the biggest highlight of my career. Is I didn't come into this career to be like, oh, I want to be the most famous person or this and that. I came into this career like, one, I wanted to make it a job because I've always had a knack for entertainment, or, you know, making people smile, making people laugh. So why not make it into a career?
I'm gonna piggyback off of that. But I love that we have a connection with our people, and we love all y'all from the bottom of our heart. We truly do this to be a source, to be, obviously we're a gay married couple, a successful gay married couple, and a lot of people out there are still struggling till this day, and it's 2024. We want to be the voice of that. We want to be the source, you know, the people to come to. Obviously we're not experts, we're not licensed, we're not any of that, but we can give you our opinions. To be able to have this platform is a blessing.
Yeah, it literally is.
And you guys know that we will accept any and all with open hands.
Literally.
And open legs.
The amount of DMs that we get where you guys feel so comfortable and vulnerable to open up to us, like, that's amazing. We just want to tell our story and live our life, and you guys are living our life with us. So we really, really appreciate that. So I would say, like, that's like our biggest highlight is the community that we've built.
Wait, are we done with skincare? Because I'm going to put my makeup on.
Yeah, you could.
No comment. Next question.
I'm gonna answer it. I'm like spilling the tea. Like, for me, when I do collabs with people, a lot of the times I've already met with them off camera, and I got the feel, got the personality. Like, I just won't collab with anybody just because they're like a popping creator or whatever. I'll give credit where credit is due, but I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, like, let's collab, like, oh, let's do it right now, like, pull out your phone. I'm very much like, let's go to dinner, let's talk. Very business mentality, because I want to see, like, okay, this person's popping, but how will we mesh our worlds together? So a lot of the creators that you see on my channel, we've known each other before we even picked up the camera and like filmed with each other. Because I want to see how their vibe is. I want to know them as a person. I want to see, are we gonna work well with each other? Like, but there's not a creator that I can think of right now where I'm like, oh yeah, I would definitely not work with them.
We normally like have a connection before we actually get someone on our channel. There's not one person that we wouldn't work with. It's just, we just try to fill them out, you know. And I'm sure it's like that with anybody else, with any other creator. Like, they don't just get any random person just because they're popping, or maybe you do, I don't know.
Reuben loves this question.
I do love this.
Take it away, babe.
So at the very beginning of our relationship, like, that was one of the things that I really wanted. I really wanted to have a biological child of mine. Like, I literally wanted to get a girl pregnant and have my dream.
Don't start with that. I'll put the wig right back on, honey.
Have a child. As time went on, we were like just having conversation, because Alon was like, oh, like, he kind of agreed, like, okay, yeah, we can have one, whatever. But as
like, it's a pair of shoes.
No, but like, as life happened, like, we were just both having a conversation, and we kind of were talking about adoption, about fostering, about, you know, there's so many people in the world that need a home or need a loving home. And we were like, okay, we're open to that. So I still wanted to have a biological child by from me, and then we were gonna adopt. And then that was in the picture for a very long time. And then recently, like, we were like, okay, like, we're not gonna have a biological, like, there's no way I'm gonna have a biological child. Like, there's so many kids in the world that need a loving home, so we were open to fully adoption. And now we're like, okay, if it happens, then it happens. Literally, a lot of people come for us because they're like, well, how is it gonna happen if it happens? Literally doesn't happen that way, right? But we were meaning to say is, like, if God wants us to have children in our life, then we will have children. But until then, we will just be amazing uncles.
Pretty much. We're gonna be gay uncles. We're gonna be gunkles. Yeah. Rich gunkles, baby. Our lives are way too busy. Like, we have really busy lives, and I want to be the parent that's very present. I don't want to be a workaholic parent. If and when we do have kids, like, I want to be a present parent. I want to be able to have our careers that are stable, show our child that we have so much love to give, and they have parents that are present and love them, and will be there for them. What I used to do is when people used to leave hate comments on my videos, I would go to their page and leave a positive comment. And I have to understand that I'm not everybody's cup of tea. Like literally, some people are gonna find me annoying. Bitch, sometimes I find myself annoying. Behind that one comment, there's like thousands of people who love you. So I don't focus on that. Like
I feel like I was a big part of that because there was times, babe, be honest. There was times in his career that he kind of focused on the negative comments, and I had to like check up and be like, babe, there's so many people out there that give you love and you're focusing on one. Come on, mi amor.
I did have a couple diva moments where I clapped back. If you guys didn't know, I used to have a clothing brand. I still have a clothing brand. It's called Humble Grounds. I wouldn't say anytime soon, but eventually that's one of my goals, is to have my own clothing line and still have the name Humble Grounds, because I feel like the whole reason why I started Humble Grounds is because it kind of like brings you back to your roots. Remember where you began. Like always stay true to your roots. I'm all like having to dye them.
Like we're just trying to figure everything out. There's so many things that are coming soon. There's so many things that we're working behind the scenes as well, where we're trying to obviously bring back bedheads, we're trying to bring back our merch, we're trying to, you know, like surprise you with so many other stuff that we're working with. So it's just a lot on our plate right now, and we're just trying to get everything situated so that way when it does come out, it comes out and it stays out.
But yeah, that's pretty much everything. I feel like there's a lot more questions. If you guys want us to do another part 2, we'll definitely do a part 2, but a lot of the questions are pretty repetitive about like our social media upbringing, our relationship, our marriage, if we're looking for a third or fourth. I see you, Sal and Josh. Segue from the topic of merch. And in the beginning of the video, I was like, ooh, you guys are going to be doing a giveaway. We're going to be doing, I said originally 1, we're going to be doing 2 exclusive PLM merch. If you guys don't know what PLM merch is, like, get off the page, girl. You should be on our Instagram. Peace, love, and manteca.
Good luck, and don't it up.
Yay! Girl, we're all like a freaking clap track.
I know,
like,
right?
Clap. Yeah. But yeah, guys, congratulations on winning. We tend to want to do like a little giveaway every time we hit like a little milestone in our life. So we did one at 5K, we did one at 6K, but now girl, we're at 6,400 on YouTube. Like, pop off, we're growing, PLM fam. Thank you guys so much for tuning in today's video. We definitely covered some hot topics, and we just appreciate all the love that you guys show us on an everyday basis. Like, do not think your comments, your DMs go unnoticed. Like, we win, y'all win with us, because without you guys, we wouldn't have this platform. Without you guys showing up on the comments, showing up when we used to go live, like, we wouldn't be here without y'all.
We love y'all, and thank you so much for watching. And you made it all the way to this part of the video. Please leave a heart emoji.
Little heart, yes, a little white and brown heart, because those are my 2 favorite hearts. But we love you guys from the bottom of our heart. Don't forget to keep in touch with us. If you guys want to follow us behind the scenes, make sure you follow us on all social medias at Alantimoteov
and Reuben Hernandez V.
And let us know if you want us to do more like sit down, get ready with me videos and just shoot the shit, because this is literally like so much fun. I feel like we really get to connect you guys and just shoot the shit, guys.
But it was fun. I really liked it.
It was really fun.
I think we need to do more of these.
Definitely more.
This was so much fun, and you know, even me learning more about what you do on a daily basis, and me like doing your skincare routine, like it's everything to me. I love it.
But our faces are beat for the gods, and we're ready to take on the rest of the day.
Let's go.
Show up for yourself today, guys, because today is going to be an amazing day. We love you guys from the bottom of our heart, and yeah, guys, we'll see you guys in the next one. Bye, guys.